So as we sit here today, we find ourselves at a point which I think may be one of the biggest shifts in the evolution of computing ever, where we move the computer from being a tool to being a helper, and we move the computing interface from something that we drive to something that's more like us. In the world we live in now, with computing all around us, computers are being endowed not with just greater computing capability, but more and more sensing capability. They know where they are, they can hear, they can see. When we took video cameras and we put them on our computers, the first thing we did was let them take videos of us. But now we realize that giving the computer vision really means giving it a lot more capability to not just see the image, but to understand the image. And that's the era we're entering now. Computing, as most people know it today, has become popular because we were able to find a way where most people could operate the computer. That way was to use the graphical environment, the thing we see, as the vehicle for interaction. And whether that was through our mouse, pointing and clicking, or ultimately using our finger on a touch screen, that was the graphical user interface, and it served us extremely well for a long time. But now there are many, many other things that people want to do, and places where that type of graphical interaction is not optimal. And so the introduction of the natural user interface, where machines are more like us, they see, they listen, they speak, gives us a supplement to the graphical user interface. So GUI plus NUI equals the way people will interact with computers in the future. Today, your car, your television, your cell phone, lots and lots of devices are getting this kind of intelligence in them. And so computing is becoming more invisible. It isn't in things you call computers anymore. You call them something else. If we want to bring the benefits of computing to literally billions of more people and in many, many other parts of their lives, we've got to make it a lot easier for them. We've got to, in essence, get rid of the learning curve. And so many of these advances that we call natural user interaction are a move in that direction. What's really going to happen now with the arrival of more and more powerful computers and a lot more integrated information is that we're going to be able to expect the computer to work on our behalf, not just work at our behest. And I think the introduction to that will be extremely potent in terms of allowing the computer to further advance people's productivity at work and to help arrange an increasingly complicated and connected world and present it to people in a much more orderly way. And I think that Microsoft is in a great position to be able to advance the state of the art in these two areas. We have almost 20 years of research in Microsoft Research, and we're bringing these things together in novel ways to produce compelling new products. The Kinect sensor on the Xbox 360 is the first example where we're bringing all of these technologies together and making the computer a lot more like we are in the way we interact with it and able to do things that are a lot more